swear every time I leave the house, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Every single time. And it's a very anxious feeling. But then again, I'm a very anxious person, so it checks out. Anyways, good morning. Happy Saturday. I am on my way to my mom's house. Today we are doing some fall shopping. We're hitting all of the stores. We're hitting Winners, we're hitting Marshalls, HomeSense, the Great Canadian Superstore. And one thing about the Great Canadian Superstore is, and all my Canadian followers, let me know if this rings true for you, but I feel like every cute mug that I've gotten is from the Superstore. The Superstore just has the most cutest mugs, and their seasonal mugs are my favorite. So I haven't found a good fall mug yet in my town. So, and we don't have a Superstore. We have like a small Zehrs with like a little, tiny area for home goods, but nothing like the Superstore. So we're gonna hit up the Superstore, and they just opened a huge mega Value Village near my mom's house, so we're going to stop in there, see if we can find some fall finds. But yeah, today's just gonna be chill, just shopping, showing you what is in store, and I'm excited to go to the stores, but I'm also excited to spend the day with my mom because I love my mom, and anytime I get to spend with my mom, it's a good time, because we're just a bunch of mugaholics. Like, we influence each other. We are each other's like worst influences when it comes to mugs. Like, we don't need mugs. We don't need any mugs, but I mean, we just love mugs. So, an update. It wouldn't be my channel if I didn't give you an update on my perimenopause journey. I told you guys last time that I was going to see a new perimenopause specialist. She's a nurse practitioner, and she is everything that I had dreamed that she would be. She's amazing. I just felt like so good the second that I stepped into her office. The first thing she asked me was, what do you want to get out of this? And I'm like, I've never been asked that from a practitioner before, ever. It's always like, tell me what's wrong with you, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. They just don't listen to you. And I told her, I'm like, I just want you to listen to me. I want you to realize that, like, I know my body best, and and I want to listen to you and see if we can create a plan together. And that's basically what we did. We went through all of my symptoms, and she debunked a lot of things that I've been doing research on, with evidence to back it up, not just, oh, that's not good, and that's it. She had evidence to back it up. And sorry if my voice sounds very bumpy. This is a bumpy road. But yeah, so I just felt so good talking to her, and yeah, so I think this is the start of a good relationship between me and my nurse practitioners. This is great. So she put me on a different form of progesterone for my insomnia, my night sweats. So she put me on a different form. The form that I was on before that, I had all of those crazy symptoms, that was a topical, like a cream. And this time she put me on like a pill, like 100 milligrams of progesterone. I can take one or two, up to 200 milligrams. But the difference between a cream and a pill is that the cream is goes through your bloodstream. You don't know if you're always getting a balanced amount, because it is a cream. You can do one pump but mistakenly do a pump and a half, you know what I mean? So this is more of a controlled, micronized dose of progesterone. And the thing is that the cream goes through your bloodstream and hits your brain harder, whereas the pill goes through like your liver and everything, so it's more gentle. So people find that taking a tablet doesn't do all the crazy things, you know, to their to their neurotransmitters like the cream does. So I haven't tried it yet because I am still nervous, but she is very confident that I won't have the same symptoms as I did before. So I didn't want to try it last night because I knew I had to get up, I had to go to the gym, and then I had to go spend the day with my mom. So I didn't want to do it on a day where I didn't want to experiment with it on a day that I knew that I had to like get up and do stuff. So I'm going to take it tonight because Sunday is just me puttering around the house. And yeah, fingers crossed. This just gives me the sleep of my dreams. Now, she said I could take it every single day if I wanted to, or I could just take it in that luteal phase, that 14 days leading up to my period, because that's when my insomnia is like the worst. That's when my anxiety is the worst. So she just said to experiment with it. You know, if I find that 100 milligrams doesn't work, I can go up to 200 milligrams. You know, if I find that taking it every day is cool, do that, right? So so that's one thing that she prescribed me. And then the next thing she prescribed me was 𝒊𝒂𝒓𝒊𝒆𝒔, which is a vaginal cream where you insert a little capsule of cream into your lady bits, and that will help with vaginal dryness, that will help with vaginal atrophy, I believe that's how you say it. All the uncomfortable things that you feel, down there in your lady bit area. So the only thing that I don't like about this one that she put me on is I have to do it every day, whereas the other one that my former naturopath put me on was twice a week. But this one's supposed to be a lot better. This one's supposed to actually help with libido as well. So we'll see. It's all trial and error. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, and then she also recommended me a book called Come As You Are. I forget the author. I'll try to put it on the screen here, or I'll link it down below. But she said this book is amazing. And usually she said that she doesn't like recommend, self-help books and all this stuff. But she said that this book will help me understand that there's nothing wrong with me when it comes to, my sex drive and other things like that, and that it could very much well be like circumstantial. So I'm just on the first chapter of that book. So far it's actually really interesting, but as I read it more, I will kind of tell you guys what I've learned. And yeah, I was really hesitant because I'm not a self-help book girly. I like reading romance and like fiction and all that stuff. But she was like, this, if you're gonna take away one thing, from this, read that book. So another thing that she said, if I'm gonna take away from our meeting, is creatine and how important creatine is for women. It's not only good for, muscle mass and bone density and, all that stuff. It's good for your gut. It's good for your brain. It's good for so many things. So if you're not taking creatine, I suggest you look into it. I suggest you talk to your practitioner about it, because yeah, she said that it is super important for women to be taking creatine. And I was already doing that. So I take 5 grams in my water every single day. It's in my water. And go from there. So, but yeah, so that's a quick update. I guess that wasn't so quick, but that's an update of my appointment with my new nurse practitioner, and I'm just so happy, and to find someone that actually knows what she's talking about, that doesn't rush me off the phone or out of her office, that asks me questions and I can ask her questions. You know, I was just telling her so many things about my former naturopath, and she was just like, oh my God, that sounds awful. And she's a woman of color. I'm not sure if she's Guyanese or if she's East Indian. I'm not sure. But she's a woman of color, and that's all that matters to me. And, you know, as soon as when I brought that up, because that was one of the first things that I brought up that was very important to me. She's like, girl, she's like, sister, I feel you. And I'm like, oh my God, it just feels good to be seen, you know? Anyways, I am almost at my mom's, and yeah, I'm just gonna take you on a nice little shopping trip with my mama. All right, so I'll see you at the stores. Bye. shopping trip was very abysmal. Oh my goodness, I am so upset and surprised that we went to all of those stores and we didn't find one really cute mug. Like, there was some, you know, that you would have seen, but nothing that, like, you know, I was like, oh, I'm in love with. I can see myself on a cool fall day, you know, sipping my, you know, pumpkin spice latte or cardamom vanilla latte. You know, there's nothing that said fall to me. And maybe I'm very particular. Like, I know me and my mom are very particular about our mugs. Because, like, when you know, you know. And, yeah. So, and I was really surprised at the Superstore. Because every time I go in the Superstore, I have to fight myself not to buy another mug. Because they always have good mugs. But I know that when you're looking for something, you can't find it. And when you're not looking for something, that's when you usually find it. Because I don't go looking for mugs. My mugs just come when I'm out shopping for, you know, other random things. So I've never really actually went out and looked for a mug. They just, you know, appear. So, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to end that vlog here. I'm on my way home. Sheldon is making dinner, thank God, because I'm starving and I didn't want to have to worry about dinner. And yeah, so I'm really sorry about this very sad shopping trip that we went on, but you know, that's just life for you. So I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.